Oh. Well, it says that I'm streaming. Hey. Now are we good? Yes. I think that X Mission is having issues. That was weird. Okay, well, we got two people back. I don't know. I don't know what happened just there. That was weird. That was really weird. Kind of sucked. I'm gonna have to relook at my setup because of that. Because there was some sort of a power flux, and I still lost my connection, and I had to restart my router. Like the computer kept going. I wonder if there's more power out if they're having a hard time dealing with the the heat. It's not that hot out there though. So the thing that irked me was that these two monitors turned off, so everything moved. So I had to restart the software to get everything back to where it's supposed to be too. That really sucks. They did probe below the open though. That's cool. Mm. Yeah, so the thing that weirds me out about that is I have a special kind of power bar that filters out electrical noise for musical equipment, and so that like I don't hear noise coming out of my speakers. But then it's also like really good surge protector because of that. But then there was some sort of a power surge, and like my computer stayed on, but my screens went bloop. So I don't know what that was. But I'm probably going to need to go and buy something a little nicer. Hmm. Because he's like, what the fuck? I don't know what happened. It was really weird. There was some sort of I had some sort of power event. My computer did not restart or anything like that. That's what's so weird about it. Was like my computer didn't restart. My screens restarted for some reason, but then the internet was just completely wonky. Like I had to restart the router, and then even after restarting the router, it took a while to get power. So I don't know what happened there, but fate, Russian hackers, maybe. That must be why the market's not going anywhere, is they're saying, well, we can't let Seth win. That would be disastrous to the Russian economy. But he's been in this trade for a really long time, and he has a bit of room to breathe on it, so he's holding it, and we don't know what to do. So what do we do? Well, we're gonna have to do something with the power. So they did that. But surprise, motherfuckers, I'm still in the position. I don't know. It was weird. I don't have a UPS, but well, I did, and then I got rid of it and I got that thing, but that thing's not enough. So I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna be spending some time on Newegg today, and I am going to find like the nicest thing I can get, because that was a little weird. And the other thing that bothered me about it, because I've been going off of this is what really bothered me, is I've been doing this with the thought that, okay, it's either sim or I'm trading the micro, and it shouldn't matter. But my stop disappeared. I had to re-put my stop in when Ninja came back up. Like the this one right here, my limit was still there. It actually almost got triggered, so I almost took a profit. But the stop was gone, probably because it's a virtual stop, and it looks like Jigsaw doesn't save them through. So I think what I need to have is like, well, how do we set it up? Let's see if we can set it up. If we do 71. No, it's not. I don't know. That's weird. Jigsaw says I'm still short one contract, though. Oh my gosh, did you hear that? My back is so messed up, guys. Now, also, I don't like they tried probing lower twice, and the second time they didn't make it as far. And also, after the drop, there wasn't a lot of level 2 changes. Probably should have gotten out at 29.26. Anyways, I'm glad that the 7 of you that are back with us. I was planning on closing it up here really quick. I guess I could trade it until 9:30. We could trade it until the European close. Probably shouldn't say that. The Russian hackers are probably like, no, wait, if he stays till 9:30 until the European, we can't let that happen. I need you to take out all power in Salt Lake immediately. I got a motorized standing desk so I can sit or stand. It helps with my back. I don't know. Like, standing seems to be the thing that doesn't help. Here's the problem. I need to sit up straight. When it starts going back like that, then I want to. And then it comes out of place, and then it gets all locked up, and I have nobody to blame but myself. And same with that power thing. I don't understand what happened. I think I should have been more concerned about the power thing than I have been. So we'll try and fix that. What's the biggest, baddest, most expensive power battery backup out there, huh? Could get a KVM switch at the same time. That would be nice. And every time that they kind of start to come down a little bit, they come back up to that price. It's like they're not doing like... They're not going like you. They're going like this. They're going like you. Oh. You know what I mean? See, look, they're doing it again. They're going down to the bottom of it. Oh, we're gonna fall out the bottom. Oh, just kidding. Power protection. So I got a surge protector power distribution unit. No, I think we need UPSs probably, but I probably need. Sort by highest price. So what's the most expensive UPS? $47,000. Oh yes, that's what we should get, guys. Holy crap. Holy crap. I thought that I was going to go in and look at them and they were going to be like $2,000 or $3,000 ones. $47,000 for a UPS for servers. That's crazy. You know what's kind of crazy about this trade is we've been in it at 45 minutes and we've gotten 20. And yesterday we took like 3 trades that won or lost 30. It is super slow. It looks like nicer ones around the $200 range, which is probably, I think that might be where I want to go. I'm going to have to read up on what are nice. Is ZB going to do it this time? Are they going to do it this time? There's the iceberg at 07 stopping them again. I'm noticing a small little drop off in cumulative delta now in the Equities. No, now they're above. They're going higher. And a bunch of people are short. Probably that little jump was somebody panicking and getting out. No, come on, ZB, you can do it. Okay, hey, they're holding it. Look at that. 300 at 07. But now there's 08. They want it. I think they're gonna trade through it. What do you think, guys? Oh, there's the wife coming downstairs. Do it. They're so excited. The birds, you hear them? They're so excited. Seems like buyers and sellers are trying to squeeze each other now. So there was a little bit of a sell, there was a little bit of a buy, now a little bit of a sell, and a little bit of a buy again. Probably two guys with opposing positions in Europe that want this to go before 9:30. Seeing a potential turn here. Your bird's voice sock is coming through my right side speakers, keeps making me turn my head to see where the noise is coming from. My audio is that good. So there was that little pop in the E-mini, but this is telling me that it's going to flip down again. Well, we'll see. I'm about to give up on it. True that. I mean, the one thing I got is that I don't know if I could have done this without all of this stuff before, but I spent a lot of time doing DJ stuff and learning audio, and I already had the microphone because I was like, well, I should sing or something, and I never used it until I started streaming. Those are all useful things. Audio makes a big difference, especially for our stream, because I don't think most of you guys keep the actual video screen up. People that watch afterwards, of course, they watch it, but most of you guys, I think you just listen. Okay, well, I did see the turn, and now they're pushing up again. Even though it still looks not that interested. ZB takes 08 bid. Now what do we got? 10? ZB trying to test prior week's midpoint again at 155.09. Well, I don't know. It took them so much effort to get past 07 and 08. Do they have enough left in them to get through 09? Well, it's pumping up. There's 400 a bid at 08. Hasn't flipped, but it could. E-mini looks incredibly stuck here. Like this 29 area, 28, 29, 28 was point of control yesterday, and now they're stuck ranging around that today. Let's see if they lift those offers at 11. Okay, well, the level 2 flipped. There's more bid than there is offer. Treasuries have a big offer at 25. That is now showing up now that we've gotten up there. And is, in my opinion, slightly suspicious. Can I see it added here? It's at 25. I do. I see 2 of them added right there. $500 lots. But see, I can also see him removing some at 24 on the ask. So I would guess that that order at 25 is going to pull. Yeah. Oh, in fact, it just did. Ha ha ha. 1,000 of it pulled. Only 1,000 of it, though. There's still quite a bit there. So continuing with the auction theory thing, I still think that when they move lower, they are auctioning a lot better than when they auction up. There's more interest, there's more activity when it's going down. I keep thinking though, oh man, if they can just get below like the open, what was the open? Oh, I don't have it listed anymore. It was like 27. If they can just get below the open and break the low, then we could get some good trend down. But and that's totally a possibility. But the chances are that if they do that, that it will just still continue to be really range bound. Okay, now that was interesting. And they're getting a little fidgety. I'm getting a lot of tails here. I don't know. I kind of feel like if you wanted to swing for like several weeks, that this would be an okay place to. It's usually when it's really quiet is good for those ones you're gonna hold for a long time. Yeah, see, this is crazy range bound. They feel the weight again. There's a little bit of a bubble there in the 10-year as well. A little bit of buying in the E-mini. Actually a pretty strong candle now. What the fuck just happened? What the fuck just happened? Kudlow, there are no preconditions in trade talks with China. Cool. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, look how much they're selling. Good grief. Oh my gosh, 5,000 contracts short. Kudlow is talking, that's what's going on. That's fucking nuts. That got me out for a profit. Well, you know what? It was a good sell, but it's still relatively mild, like $30 for me, you know? I think there's probably going to be another wave of selling though. May move ahead on additional tariffs on Chinese products. Nothing was agreed on before Trump-Xi meeting. Kudlow. Normally you don't go out and say things that are just bad for the markets. I'm surprised that they just dumped so many contracts just dumped on the market, and we're not significantly lower. That was pretty crazy. I was getting nervous. Well, I don't think that the market really knew what it wanted to do before that news hit. That was pure luck. Pure luck, that one. Treasuries just blasted out of there with a new high. Now that they're over 09, I mean, Treasuries could continue a lot higher, right, John? Where do you think they can go to, and what's your target now? We almost hit those 27. Oh, yeah, that's right. Uzi was mentioning 27. Oh, no, he mentioned 15 on the upside, didn't he? And day's not over yet. I don't know. I'm just kind of looking at this like, given what he's giving that it's trade news. Well, he's still talking, so they might continue to just go a little bit back and forth while he's still talking. But I think that this could be something that could just continue to go all day. U.S. still insisting on structural changes on intellectual property enforcement mechanisms, a key to any trade deal. He agrees with markets on interest rate outlook. There you go. And double top at 12 for now. Good catch. In ZB at least. Ooh, in ZB and ZF. It was a new high in the 10-year though. It looks like the big traders all did it in the 10-year. And look at the cumulative delta, they're still selling it. Trump's decision on whether to impose more tariffs on Chinese goods contingent on meeting with the Xi. Nothing agreed ahead of time. I think they could go for the overnight low. Why not? 27.17. Oh, that's right. I canceled that order. Well, if it got to 12, that would be amazing, but that's that's a little further than I can plan on. That, how am I gonna, I'm gonna have to post this. Do you see over here in my chart? See that area I have circled, all that red? Dead cat bounce. Really clear. Really clear and obvious. Everybody went short. They closed their shorts. That's what brought it back up. And now bigger guys are probably going to start coming in and selling it. Imagine your player comes into the chat and goes, "Aren't you supposed to be getting work done at home?" Well, I don't. When I work normally, I don't get in until 9:30. I was planning on stopping streaming at 9:30. Which, by the way, since we got 4 minutes, it's probably time for me to set that laptop up. That would be fun if well, I don't know if he's, things are kind of moving around there, but the guy that has traditionally been my boss is extremely conservative. Extremely conservative, more so than me. And his hobbies include harassing Mitt Romney and these sorts of things. And I think he would. I think you guys would enjoy him. I think it would be fun if he came to chat. Mm-hmm. Do they know about the stream in the markets? Oh yeah, absolutely. People, I give people come to me for financial, market commentary all the time. Actually, John pointing out that no bars have closed above 11. And they are back to 09, and they're actually maybe going to go below 09, which I find curious. This kind of looks to me like something with the possibility of going lower in the E-mini, but not for sure. This is the same thing. It's funny. Oh, you know what's really funny about this? Where is it? Doesn't that look familiar? Here's the ES. Here's Bitcoin. Doesn't it look familiar? Here's the event and the dead cat bounce, right? Event, dead cat bounce. Pushes down. Doesn't make it quite as high or low. Goes up. And doesn't make it quite as high. Now here's the big question one. Okay, because this could have gone like this and just gone, or it could have gone, for all we know. Is this one going to resolve the same way? But it's interesting. It's the same pattern. The same pattern. And that indicates to me something I find a little bit alarming, is that it seems that the equity markets were buying and were not adequately protected against the risk, against the trade war risk again. That's my hot take on that. Yeah, and now bulls have more work to do to get them back up. Shouldn't BTC Bitcoin go up if ES goes down? Well, that's the big debate, Lucas. That's the thing that I disagree with everybody on. I say that because Bitcoin is deflationary, that if the economy goes down, so does Bitcoin. But other people think that Bitcoin is a hedge against central banks easing. And so over the past month or two, it does appear that the dominant action in Bitcoin has been people buying for central, to hedge against central banks. But I still think that once that bubble pops, that you're going to find Bitcoin lower because there's just not as many people to buy. There's not as much appetite for risk. And I say Bitcoin is a risk asset. You don't You don't put money in Bitcoin that you can't afford to lose, right? Because that thing is going to go, who knows? You could lose 80% of your money in Bitcoin if you're not careful. I see you were proving to be right there. Well, I don't know if I'm proven right, but I think that I have some pretty compelling evidence. I think that's why I post the Patreon notes every day, right? Because that is the chart that is basically my theory in action. My theory says that the reason Bitcoin has value is because of transactions. And the more money that people are trying to transact with Bitcoin, the more it is worth. And that includes buying it on an exchange, putting it to your wallet, and vice versa. You calculate all of that up and you get a pretty good bound on where Bitcoin can go. But I say that on the other side, I didn't know that the kids were coming back today. On the other side, the recent action hasn't looked super great for my indicator because normally it would not go above 150, and they have. But if the event that happened last night is really like the short-term top for Bitcoin, and we'll see. I think that they need to get below 10K before I'm really confident about that. But if that is the short-term top in Bitcoin, then I'm gonna look like a fucking genius, aren't I? U.S. officials say they are not expecting any trade breakthrough in POTUS talks with China President Xi, and it's unlikely they'll agree to any request to lift the ban on Huawei products. Oh, the birds are happy the kids are back. That's so cute. You hear them chirping. So the thought going through my head right now, because it's 9:30, I kind of want to let this run. I think that there could be more downside. In times past, when we've had events and moves like that off of China trade news, things have gone down. Equities are relatively high, and I think that you're kind of in a good spot where you could sell, and I'm surprised that they haven't gone for more. Also, they are still, like, today is still a blue candle for me, because they started at the low of the day, didn't they? Yes, they did. And the low was 29.14. So I could still see some downside here. So I kind of want to let it run. And I remember earlier saying, hey, this, if you were going to swing for a long period of time, it's such a quiet day, this would be a good time to do it. I think I should try and let it run. But I do need to do some work. So I think, and plus the kids are there, so it's probably really loud in the background. But that was fun. That was a good one for the highlight reels, wasn't it? That was fun. Feel good. So so I'll shut down the stream. I'll keep you guys updated in the Discord. We'll see if we can let this run. But yeah. And otherwise, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. And in the meantime, stay profitable, friends.